Hello, everybody. Thank you for coming by. Everybody, I'm here to do a rather strange guided message, and those have been coming more and more lately. There's something unusual, like a shift in the energy. And I guess I'm not surprised because we did have Pluto move into Aquarius. And as I record this, it is the 20th of January, the Capricorn Aquarius cusp. So that energy of Uranus is very strong right now. And also we have heavy Pisces energy, which is all about the intuition and the unseen stuff and dreams and psychic energy. And I myself have been getting a lot more channeled messaging, including this one. Well, actually, I'm going to get into an astrotarology intro and then do a general reading. It is experimental tarot, so I'm going down another road of experimentation. If y'all want to walk with me, it might get strange. And also, same with the intro, because it's being channeled in through art, which actually isn't that unusual for me. I do get a lot of music messages and whatnot. But before I go any further, you can tell how hyped up I am. What I'm really going to do here is show you how tarot and astrology works in my daily life and always has all through life. In fact, it keeps unfolding. Right now, I'm going to talk to you about David Lynch, the American filmmaker, also artist and philosopher, and all around just mad genius. He passed away on January the 16th of this year. That's only 4 days before his birthday, which means it would have been today, the last day of Capricorn. He has, I wrote it down here, he has Sun, Mercury, and Venus in Capricorn, with the Sun at 29.5 degrees. That is the anaretic degree, as we know, as I keep talking to you guys about. In other words, the crisis point. It's like the crux of the whole thing, everything to do with the Capricorn lessons in life, all culminated right there at the Sun. And Mercury and Venus there for him as well. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, and you all know what Saturn's about. And he also had the Moon in Virgo. Now, when he passed away on the 16th of January, the Sun was very close to the anaretic degree of Capricorn, and the Moon was in Virgo. And also, in his birth chart, he had Mars and Saturn both retrograde in the sign of Cancer, Capricorn's opposite sign. And more importantly, right now, we have Mars retrograde in Cancer. When David Lynch passed away, Mars was retrograde in Cancer at almost the same degree it hit his birth chart at. It's just, my heart is pounding. You know, I get very emotional and empathically drawn to these things, so bear with me, you guys. But anyway, also on the 16th of January, when Lynch passed away, Pluto was conjunct his Sun, his Venus, and his Mercury. Pluto, again, death and rebirth. And okay, so all of this being very, very true. Oh, also ascendant in Scorpio. Just saying. Okay. So all of this being said about Lynch, for me personally, I've always had a very close connection to him that's quite mysterious to me, because his movies are very surreal and they tend to look at a different side, like a dark side of life, if you want to call it that way. But not really. He brings beauty to the strange, which is kind of an Aquarian quality, and he's born right on the cusp. There is a uniqueness and a freedom to the way he expresses himself and to what art meant to him. You can read a lot about his philosophy, or Google him, or do, right now, because he just passed away and the man is a legend. And he speaks a lot about that kind of stuff to do with art. And I also find that interesting because there is a misapprehension in astrology and tarot when it comes to Saturn or Capricorn energy, that there isn't a creativity component. Well, David Lynch is about as Capricornian as it gets, and about as creative as it gets. So all of this being said anyway, I was like, okay, even though I have a very emotional attachment to the artist and not the art, which is unusual for me, I was like, okay, but why am I so why is David Lynch sticking with me so strongly? There's so much else going on in the world. Of course there is. But I felt, and when you look at the astrology and the way it lined up, it's uncanny. So I was like, okay, we also just had Pluto leave Capricorn and move into Aquarius. Keep that in mind. Okay, so anyways, all that being said, I'm like, okay, so why am I feeling such a strong draw that there is a message to his passing? There is a message to Lynch himself, and I've always thought so. Artists are also, much like tarot readers and everybody else, intuition and creativity come from the same place. And so messages are channeled through art too. But with this kind of astrology, I'm like, what is the deal? So today, finally, I was meditating and I'm like, what do I need to know? What is it about Mr. Lynch that is so important, that's sticking with me so strongly? What's the message? And now, one of David Lynch's most famous movies is called Wild at Heart, and that immediately popped into my mind. And I thought that was interesting, not my favorite Lynch piece, but yes, of course, brilliant, and definitely check it out. It is a movie that has a lot to do with freedom of expression and individuality and the importance of uniqueness. And I mean, it's very all-encompassing. I won't get too far into that. So that stands out for me. But mostly the title, Wild at Heart. And so I'm here to do a message around that energy. And if it resonates with you, then it does. If it doesn't, it doesn't. This is how tarot and astrology works in my daily life. It's all I see everywhere that I look. There is this alignment. And that's true. Because that's just the way what's true is true. All right, my friends, let's get into the strange reading. I don't even know how I'm going to frame this. We'll just see how it goes. But that energy certainly, I mean, when you look at what I just said, and also think about the timing. Today would have been David Lynch's birthday, January the 20th. He would have been 79 years old. And there is something so magical about the way all of the stars line. And we're talking once in a lifetime things. Pluto doesn't move from Capricorn into Aquarius every day. Okay, let's get into the reading for whoever needs this message. Of course, we have to start with the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. I'm feeling my heart is just racing, my friends. So we'll get into it and see how it goes. Oh, look, on the bottom of the deck already, I see the Sacred Fool. And I love the Sacred Fool because it is the choice to live in freedom despite anything you think you might have known, despite any tough lessons. It's not, there's strength in that wisdom, and that's why there's freedom. And that to me is what the Sacred Fool is. It's my favorite card in this deck. And it very much encapsulates what I was saying there. And then we have Dream a Beautiful Dream, so it goes hand in hand. And this is a vision of what comes next for me with Dream a Beautiful Dream. Because we have Aquarius energy, Pluto and the Sun right now. And that is Uranus, what comes next. And this is about daring to dream it. Let's do one more. Number 19 with Dream a Beautiful Dream. What is 19 in the tarot, I believe, is the Star. Yeah, Aquarius energy. Interesting. And then we have Seeing the True You. This is about having the courage with that Sacred Fool to allow your uniqueness to be shown, because it is part of that dream. I love how the illumination is surrounding the globe, right? It's part of that vision and dream, your unique piece. But you can't do that unless you look into your true self. And the beauty of like David Lynch, right? The strange beauty that's in all of us. That's the gift. Trust yourself. That's what that says. Interesting. Okay. How about we do a Wisdom of the Oracle? I still don't know where we're going to go. Oh, okay. That was very clear. we have yin energy, divine feminine. Yin energy is about surrender and about knowing how to co-create with the universe. Because yang energy is about the need to control and make things happen. Very essential energy. But this is coming through with the softer approach, the more internal. And I do kind of get that here as well. Yeah, on the bottom we have exchanging gifts. There's always in this card a balance of opposition for me, because there's a ballerina and a wildcat, and they're sort of playing together. Dream the beautiful dream. Interesting. And exchanging gifts. Okay. Let's get some astrology. This could be in your chart, it could be somebody around you, or it could just be influencing the situation. But yin is such a dreamy energy as well, so again it comes from that place of truth in you. Reluctantly wanting to come out as the Pallas Athena. And this is what I'm talking about. Oh, this is the goddess energy. But it's also about seeing the true you. Can you see how there's a mask there? About knowing when and where to show that, maybe? Let's keep going. One more, please, for whoever needs this. The true you. Okay. 8th house, interesting. That's Scorpio's house, Pluto energy. The 8th house is the house of the unknown, the hidden, the psyche, and also the house of the occult. So with the 8th house influence and dream a beautiful dream, there can be investigating that part of you happening, or something that hidden. Wow, we have Capricorn energy coming out. See, Scorpio energy to me, or the 8th house, in this deck it's called the mystery. And it can be the things that we're afraid to see, and the courage to look, to illuminate them. And then we have Capricorn energy. Isn't that interesting? Okay. The 2nd house. This is Taurus's house. It is about what we build with what we love. So it's about nurturing and cultivating something. It can have to do with your work. Certainly with seeing the true you and dreaming the beautiful dream. The vision needs you. That's what I'm getting. And this can have to do with resources as well. Oh, look at this. We have the 5th house, Leo's house, creativity, happiness, joy, passion. And mainly creativity is standing out for me with this 2nd house. And then we have Chiron. Chiron is the location of our deepest unhealed wound, but it is from the understanding of that wound that our ability to offer the gift of understanding comes from. And that's very much what's happening here when I said your unique piece, because only you understand that particular process. And it could have something to do with your creativity. And that's interesting, given what I was saying in the intro. But Chiron is the wounded healer in astrology. And like I said, it comes from a place of empathy and ultimate understanding. That's the gift. The thing you're afraid to see is actually beautiful. And then we have the descendant on the bottom. The descendant is the opposite sign of your rising sign. Where your rising sign marks the arrival of the self, the descendant marks the arrival of the other. And all of a sudden I'm having trouble speaking. The energy is incredibly emotional, and I'm not surprised we have Chiron. And we have very passionate energy with the 5th house here. So let's get into the reading. Yeah, light seer does seem right. Okay, well, let me see what's happening for you. Let me see you with this 8th house. Oh, wow. No wonder I feel the passion. We have the Lovers, Gemini's major arcana. The Lovers is a very, very deep heart connection. Now, whether we encounter this in the form of another person or a situation or an opportunity or a path we could go down, ultimately it represents two sides of ourselves that we're going to have to reconcile. It's the twins, a difficult choice. It can be between the past and the future as well, but it's not one that's easy to make. And it's impossible also to look away from. That's the thing. When lovers' situations cross your path, they wake your heart up. They inspire you. And we have the fifth house, which is inspiration. And like you can't unsee, right? We have seeing the true you. This is the true you. Let me see, how do you feel? Whoa, we have the sun. Leo's major. We have Leo in the fifth house here too, but look at the energy. And I love this because this is my Woodstock version of the sun card. Look at her. There's so much freedom in her expression. This is being the true you, what's really in your heart, and allowing that to emanate out. It's happiness. It's a rebirth energy. Look how bright it is. What a beautiful energy to have in the heart. I mean, that's the beautiful dream. And that's probably what you can't look away from. Let me see what actions you want to take here. We'll clarify, of course. We're going to see more about that sun. The Two of Wands, okay. The Two of Wands, more fire energy. It's a crossroads. You can see her. She's looking out the window at the great beyond from her living room, holding on to these wands of passion and being like, well, what am I going to do? What does the path forward hold? Now that I know this, now that this. Because wands represent passion and inspiration. There's something about resources here as well, though. Let me see the energy surrounding you. I mean, this Two of Wands is looking directly towards something. I feel like there's a focus. Let me see the surrounding energy. This could be another person, could be a situation. Oh my goodness. We have death and rebirth, Scorpio energy, and we have the eighth house here. Very strong. This is transformation. Now, whether this is somebody around you who is going through this transformation, or this is the path for you. But something is about to change, very, very intense. With the fifth house. Being able to, I mean, Scorpio energy is incredibly intuitive. Oh yeah, look at this. We have the moon on the bottom. Cancer's ruler, and also we are moving towards a new moon in Aquarius very soon. What is it, the 29th? I believe so, which is the day of the Lunar New Year. I'm starting to not be able to speak. Bear with me. Let me see, what are the challenges? We'll see how this goes. What are the challenges with Chiron here? This is so powerful. This is our third major arcana, just in the top row. We have Virgo energy with the Hermit, and that is where the moon was, right? But the Hermit also represents this year. It's number 9 in the majors, 2025. When you add it up, it equals number 9. This is wisdom. This is soul searching. This is about seeing where the path forward is calling you to go. It's here in the challenge with Chiron. So there can be something about healing happening, and that is part of the challenge. But there's transformation right here. Potential outcome. Very powerful. I see another major arcana lurking on the bottom. Pisces major with the High Priestess, intuition. And then we have the Six of Wands. Look at all the fire. This is about getting what you want. It's about achieving whatever your dream is. And we already have you dreaming a beautiful dream. This is that dream. It can be about victory after an internal struggle, and that might be with Chiron, the problem here. So, all right, let's see. Dream a beautiful dream, and we have the High Priestess. Is this the dream? Let me see what's underneath of her. The Nine of Wands, the wounded warrior, the willingness to fight on. There's a lot of passion here, but definitely because the Lovers. What do I want to clarify with? Let's use my new deck. It's the Naked Heart Tarot, and I absolutely love it. I'm still getting acquainted with it, though. All right, but it is experimental tarot this evening. The the Lovers. I almost said Six of Cups. That's interesting. The Ace of Swords, air energy. This is crystal clear. This is like, I know the decision I want to make. Yeah, I mean, all right, let's get one more with the Lovers. This is certainty. What do we have? Oh, isn't that interesting? We have the Five of Wands, and we end with the Six of Wands. Now, remember when I said the Five of Wands can be an internal struggle? It's like you're fighting against something that you already know, that you already have clarity, like you're certain. The Ace of Swords is like, yes. And the Five of Wands, to me, often can be about the same old story. Yeah, because I see the Five of Cups on the bottom. Five of Wands and Five of Cups is working against yourself in some way. Or a lack of belief, but there is a certainty here. Let me see that Five of Wands. What's the struggle? We have the Six of Wands in this deck now. Oh, we have the Knight of Cups. Okay. Cups are Venus energy, but also Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Venus because it's love and creativity. It's emotions. And this can be offering out what's in your heart. That's what the Knight of Cups does. I often call him Romeo because he can speak the language of love. But this could be you. Like the first steps in putting something out there. Now, whether this is an offer that you want to make to somebody, we'll see, because it has to do with this Lover's energy. I do see an internal conflict for you, but it's like the same old struggle. We do have the Six of Wands here. Okay. Let me see the sun in your heart. How beautiful. Let me see the sun. And these cards are, oh, okay. We have the Chariot. Cancer's major arcana right now. We have Mars retrograde through Cancer. Is it aneretic? No, it's a little bit further down now. But anyway, the Chariot is about victory and success. It's about movement, but also it's incredibly emotional. It's the major arcana for Cancer. This is about, like, the Chariot represents your life and the direction you're headed in. We have the Chariot and the Sun in the heart. That's amazing. One more on the Chariot. The Sun. What is going on? This is one of the most beautiful, inspired things I've seen in the heart. Okay. So the Two of Wands, whatever this is, this Lovers, whatever that is, I'm going deeper for sure, is causing quite a transformation in you. And it's incredibly powerful on top of that. Double Sun energy. Okay. That, seeing the true you, I mean, that's pure illumination in the heart. Two of Wands. Judgment. Interesting. Sagittarius and Scorpio energy with Judgment. Now in this beautiful deck, this deck is beautiful. Like I said, I'm still getting to know it. But look at the transformation quality here. Now see all of those little butterflies in black and white down below, falling away from that beautiful, colorful, transformed butterfly. All of those ashes are the ashes of the past. And what forms your beauty? That's what I'm talking about. And the wisdom that's gained, this is also transformation. and leaving behind what's in the past, and gaining strength from that. So more transformational energy. Yeah, exactly. We have the Eight of Cups, more Scorpio. The Eight of Cups is a card about walking away from, having the courage, look at this bear, to walk away from things that are not the Ten of Cups, not the total fulfillment. It's an emotional pilgrimage of sorts, and that's what it looks like you're preparing to do. So you're heading towards that death and rebirth, that transformation. Let me see it. Death and rebirth with the, whoa, these cards are being interesting. Look, we have the Lovers. Look at that beautiful version of the Lovers with the eagles. It's partnership, and doesn't that kind of remind you of the Two of Cups though? Death and rebirth. We have the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn energy. This could be who you're moving towards. The Queen of Pentacles is an energy about having earned, like this is somebody who knows how to take care of themselves. Now that could be you. Let's see, Queen of Pentacles. It can't, maybe you usually play it safe. Oh, how interesting. We have the Six of Cups. And I called the Six of Cups back, I almost called the Lovers card the Six of Cups. So, the Six of Cups, okay, let me think for a second. Because I did call the Lovers card the Six of Cups. The choice to believe. Is that what it is? Because the Six of Cups for me is about a return to like a belief in pure love. It goes back to a time before there was any heartbreak. It's like innocence. Now this can be about your creativity. Like when you were a child. It can be about gifts from when you were a child, like natural. What did you do with when you were young? Let me see one more. I love how there's a unicorn, right? Because that's about dreaming that beautiful dream. And believing in it. It's possible. Let me get one more on death and rebirth. And the fifth house. We have the, oh come on. It's the Lovers. That's the energy surrounding you. This is what the Two of Wands is looking towards. So this could be somebody else. Or it could be you. Let's see. Let me see the Hermit. And okay, decisive then. With Chiron, we have the Four of Wands, the Queen of Swords, and the Five of Cups. With Chiron, the Five of Cups is memories of heartbreak from the past. It's interesting to see the Queen of Swords come out. Okay, let me see. Four of Wands and the Hermit. What are these regrets? Okay, let me just see the challenge. Because I feel like this Queen of Swords could have been somebody around you who maybe with Chiron there was some kind of wound. Queen of Swords can be kind of cutting. What do we have? The Knight of Wands. All right. The Knight of Wands is impulsive energy. And then the Four of Wands. Stability. It could be that in the past, you've made some rather impulsive moves towards things that you thought were going to bring you this dreaming a beautiful dream. With the Queen of Swords in the challenge, that could definitely be you. Queen of Swords isn't easy to come by. Like that wisdom is earned, but it can also kind of compensate for taking a risk. And we do have the Lovers. Let me see the Six of Wands and the outcome. You could be looking at things from the past that, you know, you regret. Or somebody maybe hurt you when it came to your creativity or emotions. Let me see the Six of Wands. We have the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. The Ace of Cups is what that knight is holding. That's the beginning. Okay, and what do we have? The Empress, the Three of Wands, and the Ten of Pentacles. Unbelievable. The Three of Wands is dreaming a beautiful dream. It's my wish casting card. It's taking that Two of Wands a step further. What can you create? What kind of vision can you put out there? I mean, we have the Empress, and the Empress is the divine feminine Venus energy. We have Yin, dreaming the beautiful dream and creating it, because that's how you do it. It's in the vision. It's in the creation of the energy. There's so much about heart center and creativity and inspiration. It's beautiful. And then the Ten of Pentacles, stability. The Ten of Pentacles is a legacy as well. Let me see that Ten of Pentacles, but it's something built over time that can last. Ten of Cups, no way. Remember what I said about the Eight of Cups and the willingness to walk away? And then we get the Innocence of Pentacles, and I love how in this deck that the pages are called the Innocence, because it's the very beginning. Now this could be an idea that's somewhere in you that's just being cultivated for some of you, and it could lead to this Ten of Pentacles. And then for others of you, this could be something you want to communicate to an Empress. Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles in the outcome. That's about happiness and stability, creativity and legacy. Eight of Pentacles. This can absolutely have to do with your work. Let's get one more on that page of Pentacles. Wild at Heart, the Sun twice, and the Chariot. Look at this Chariot. Doesn't that look pretty wild? You have a double-headed Pegasus. There's no charioteer in this Chariot card. The heart's moving of its own accord. That's pretty interesting. The Six of Wands, and then we have the Hermit again. Yeah, the wisdom that you've gained, that you've earned. And about understanding that there's so much value in that. Let's have one more. Okay, I knew it. The Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords, Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Cups. At the end of a very long and difficult cycle of learning, we have the Queen of Swords in the challenge. So again, be careful with like using the wisdom the way the Queen of Swords would, you know, to edit the beauty, to kind of judge it, because there is a lot here about judgment and the removal of it. Ten of Swords anyway, though, is the end. And then we have Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man, Pisces. We have, right now the North Node is in Pisces, and that has to do with our destined path and future, but also the uniqueness of your vision. It's what gives you the ability to see in the upside down world. Beautiful. All right, let's move to the blue deck. I hope this is making some sense for some of you. I hope it's resonating. Pretty interesting. There certainly is a lot about creativity and transmuting of difficult things, like, right, using creativity that way, which is what it's for. Okay. We have door to personal healing and happiness. Ten of Cups, Ten of Pentacles. And this Two of Wands looks ready to walk through some kind of door or the window. And then we have strategy. Queen of Swords. Okay. Broken heart. Exactly. And then door to romance. A lot about doors here. And that looking forward, well, Ten of Cups. And also there is a Knight of Cups here with the Lovers. I'm going to draw some love oracles for some of you where this does involve love. And then we have a contract. Over here we have the Ace of Swords, which can represent some kind of contract and an offer. Let's get another card on this. Let me go to the Wild Unknown. No? Okay. The Pulp. Okay, so it might be about romance for some of you. Let me see. The Seven of Wands. Look at all the fire. We have the 4, 5, 6. No, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We do. There's quite an ascending in the energy. We're moving towards the 10. But this is about, I always say, the fight worth fighting. In this card, there's that man standing up there on a cliff. And he's fighting off all of this energy coming towards him. It could be that 5 of Wands. Okay, one more. The Lovers. It's the 5 of Wands. And then we have Victory over here. This can be about fighting off competition because Ace of Swords, the Lovers. It can be like that you know what's for you. You're perfectly clear. Huh. Okay. So let's do, how about a romance angel? Okay. Let's do a romance angel for those of you where this is about love, romance. It could be. Love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And I did say here, right, the courage to show the true you. And then we have children. Your love life is being affected by children. We saw the 6 of Cups. So for some of you, this can involve children in your life too, and a concern about finances involving that. We do have the 2nd house. Let's do one more. It can be about a decision to put yourself first, with love yourself first. And then we have past life relationship. You've known each other before. Well, whoever this is about, we have the Lovers all over this reading. Wow. Okay. Let's get you some talisman. Where are they? Okay. Consider these to be like power words you can take away from the reading with you if they resonate. Of course. One more. Thank you. Cast away negativity, that 3 of Swords, Queen of Swords. Be careful. Eternal charisma, you guys, really? I mean, how could this keep on coming out? The past life energy in the collective is crazy. And we do have a card about a past life relationship. We do have the 8th house. And all the Lovers, multiple times. We have the Hermit and High Priestess. Very spiritual connection. And then we have leadership. Could have something to do with your work. And then, I mean, Leo energy can also be a lot about your work. And then we have wisdom. That's what I've been talking about the whole time. The Hermit is very, very wise. And we've seen the Hermit a couple of times. And remember when I said that David Lynch had the ability to transmute, like to blur the lines and take the judgment away from what is strange or unusual or anything. It's pure art, it's pure life and love. Wisdom, that's pretty amazing. And then navigation's on the bottom of the deck. So with that 7 of Wands, there could be a kind of tricky process involved in where you want to go. Let me see, anything I want to close this off with? What am I being pulled to? Okay, I always have to do a Lover's Oracle. It's just the way that it is. I hope this reading resonated, you guys. I hope it helped you in some way. Very interesting. Very interesting. Manifesting miracles, your dream a beautiful dream. Your dream is soon to become a reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. That's big in this reading. Okay. Twin flames, your passion ignites. Yeah, I keep saying passion and passion. And then we have past life relationship and the lovers all over it. I'm not a twin flame reader, but again, whatever that means for you, there's certainly an awakening here. Okay, one more. Passion. A magnetic and seductive quality surrounds you at present. Enjoy it. Wild at heart, the sun, and the chariot. Amazing. All right, Mr. Lynch, thank you for sharing your love, your art, your inspiration with us. That man, I have quite a history that is a lot like that intro where there's all kinds of magic and I'm like, I don't know. Anyway, my friends, I love you guys. I'll see you very soon. Namaste.